Good afternoon, Anubhav. कोई और हो ना हो, अनुभव तो साथ देता ही है. I don't know if anybody remembers or not. We'll start in 1 minute. Aryan is here. Doha आई है. Miksha is here. चलो फिर, we have good lot of my topper students. Why should we wait for anyone? Everybody will keep joining. So today we are going to do modals. Right? We will not waste time. Let's start. Modals are what? Modals are types of verbs. Right? Modals are types of verbs. They are used only as helping verbs. Right? They are used as helping verbs. They cannot be used as main verbs. Alright? Because, for example, yes, for example, we have can, we have could, we have may, we have might. So if suppose I have to use can, I will say I can swim. So here the main verb is swim. This is the helping verb which tells us what actually the writer or whatever the poet or author wants to say. Alright, the person who is writing wants to say this shows ability. Right? So these helping verbs actually help us understand the actual meaning of the sentence and what actually the verb the author wants to say, what the action is done or is possible, or whether it is a permission or the other functions of the modals. This is modals as we call it. There are other people who say modals. So we can accept both the pronunciations. We should know the actual functions. Alright, so they are types of verbs, they are helping verbs, they cannot be used as main verbs, and the last thing is that we cannot change their forms. Alright, the forms of these verbs cannot be changed. We can, obviously we can make it can be made negative by using a not, so it becomes cannot, might not, mustn't, all that can be done, but forms cannot be changed. For example, for swim, this is a main verb, we can change forms, so we can say it was the person swam, or we can even use swimming. So here, we are changing the forms. If it is give, we can make it gave, we can make it given, all the three, there are other forms of verbs. But for these modals or modals, we cannot change the forms, right? So this was about what modals are. I am not using the, stereotype definition that are there in the books. You all know it, we have to read it. We should know the usage of all the grammar concepts. We don't need to learn the book definitions for them. We should know the usage of them. Right? Now I am rubbing and we'll do one by one and quickly their functions. We won't give much time to it because we already know it. It's just a recap. Alright? And for people, if anyone is new or anyone has forgotten, we have many videos. If we go to the grammar playlist, we can find videos of the topics in detail. Alright? So let us start with number 1. And number 1 is can. Alright? So let us see what are the functions of can. Now can is a modal that can be used to show ability in the present. Alright? I can compose poems. Nowadays, Anubhav is composing wonderful poems. Aryan must be reading them. Ananya Miksha, he is composing such wonderful poems. I really feel proud that I am a teacher of you students who have such abilities, capabilities, and talents. I'm really proud to be one of your teachers. Alright, so I can compose poems shows that this is the present ability. I can do this particular work nowadays. Then the next function is asking permission, and when we ask permission using can, it is an informal permission. Alright, like for our parents, our near and dear ones, brothers, sisters, siblings, anyone who is close to us, we can tell them, can I do this, can you do this for me, can you switch on the fan, can you close the door. So all these, yes, mom, can I go out, because we are very free and frank and informal in behavior with the near and dear ones. So there we can use can. Alright. Then the third one is, so can I go out, mom, as Anubhav just wrote. And the third one is possibility. Alright. Anything that is possible. So it can rain as it is cloudy. Right? So this has got a possibility that it can rain. Right? Normal possibility. It can rain. Right? So we are done with can. I'm rubbing this. We can drive to Illinois. Yes. Very good. I'm rubbing this, and let's move on to could now. Alright. And then you can differentiate between can and could. Today Adarsh has also come. So Adarsh, we already started. So now let us do could. Alright. Now could is the second modal that we are doing today. And what are the functions? Same. Can was also for ability, but that was present ability, and here we have past ability. I could what? Climb trees when I was small. And I was in Bihar, in Ranchi, for quite some time when I was in school, and there I used to climb trees. Alright, so this is a fact also. Alright, so this is past ability, then again permission. Alright, and this is what type of permission? This is a polite permission. Alright, polite permission. So how do you say it? How do we say this? Yeah, this one is a polite one. How do we say this? Could you? Or could I go out for some time? Could you please switch on the fan? So you are actually requesting in a polite way. So it can be a permission or request, alright, in a polite way. And this we usually do with people we don't know or a few elders. Alright, because we want to show respect. So we cannot tell them, we have to request them. Right? And then, so here we can say, could you please help me with my work? Right? So here it is being polite and it is a request. Could you? Miksha is saying, could you please close the door? Yes. Could you allow me to go with my friends? Yes. Alright, then number third, same like can, possibility again is here, but we have already done this, that here could is for very weak possibility. Alright, so could is for very weak possibility. We will go to others also. We have may and might also for possibility, but could shows very weak possibility. If I say it could rain, if you say so, but it is sunny right now. It is sunny, but if it could rain if you are saying so. So we are not sure, but all right, if you are saying so, then it's all right. So it is a very weak possibility. It is the weakest. Yes. So this was all the three functions of could. Now let's move on to the next one. Because we are already doing with possibility, let us do may also and might also, because they are also the modals for possibility. Alright, so let's do may first. Right? So may is number 3. May. So the first function is what? Let us start with possibility only. Possibility, and this is very good. So this is good possibility. Right? Yes. It may rain tonight as forecasted. Alright, in the forecast they tell us whether it's going to rain and all that. So this is that. Next is for taking permission. Yes, permission, and this is a formal permission. So here when you are in office with your boss or the high authorities, in school with the principal or a teacher whom you don't know, you are not very free with, we usually use may. Formal permission. May I come in, ma'am? Alright, it is a respectful way. You are showing respect to the person in front of you. Yes. May I skip over time today, sir? Yes. So if you are taking some permission, a formal permission from your teacher, from your principal, your boss, or anyone who is at a higher authority than you, and you want to show respect. Alright, there we take a formal permission. So as you all have written, may I take a day off, sir? Something similar was written by Anubhav. Skip overtime or something was there. And then the third one, possibility we have done, permission we have done. The third one is when we wish someone. So, may you succeed in all your ventures. So when we are blessing someone, wishing someone, may God bless you, yes, yes. So may, alright. So that was permission, may I drink water, ma'am? And here it is when we are wishing, right? So these are the three functions of may. Now next with this we have might. But might has got only one function, and that is weak possibility. Weakest is could, weak is might. Alright, so the fourth one, I think we have 11 or 12 altogether. So the fourth one is might, and might is for weak possibility, just one function, possibility. So I might live on Mars one day. Alright, so this has got a very weak possibility. People are visiting, people are sending so many, I might rejoin overmorrow, weak possibility. Alright, people are, these ISRO people have sent so many Mangalyaan and all, but things have not become successful. Maybe one day, might be. We might see Andromeda galaxy closer to Sun. Alright, so is it a weak possibility? I don't know about galaxies much. So there's just one function of might. Let's move on to the others. Now since we have done can, could, may, might, let us move on to must. Alright, so number 5 is must. Right? What is must? Must is compulsion. When we insist someone to do something. Yes, it is compulsion. Alright? Or we insist. Insist also means when we force someone to do something. Right? So what can be the examples? You must wear black shoes with your uniform. Alright? And any other compulsion? You must keep silence in the library. You know, our library, I have seen sometimes it's very, very noisy, but library is a place where a person wants peaceful reading. Alright, so people go there, they take out different types of books, they want to search, they want to read, they want to do a lot of research. You people go just pick few books and magazines and read and come back. Yeah, they don't stay quiet, but it is a place. He must sacrifice his rook to capture the queen. Alright. So this was must. Now let us do the negative of this, that is mustn't. Alright, so that is, what is mustn't? Number 6 is mustn't. This is must not. We put this apostrophe in place of O so that we don't have to say must not. We pronounce it mustn't. Alright, and this is for prohibition. Prohibition. Alright, prohibition is when you have to stop someone from doing something. Alright, you mustn't smoke in school or hospital or wherever, in buses, in trains, whatever. You mustn't let your emotions take over you. Good sentence. Alright, so this is for prohibition, when we stop someone from doing something. Alright, next is what? Let's move on to the moral obligations and all. You mustn't skip your classes, okay. But do we say force someone to attend classes? We usually do not. That can be a suggestion. You know, that depends on the person who wants to attend classes or not. Alright, there are children who don't attend classes, especially, you know, in school you are under compulsion of, you know, this attendance and teachers call. College people don't attend classes at all. Alright, so number 7 is ought to, O-U-G-H-T, ought to. So this is moral, duty or obligation. Alright? Yes, that is, you have to do what is correct, what is right, morally right. Moral duty, moral values show here. So if the sentence is, you ought to take care of your old grandparents, you ought to speak the truth to your parents, you ought to take care of the animals. All these are moral duties, moral obligations. Don't be wrong. Morally, you should be correct. Alright, ethically. What is being ethical? Ethical is to follow, to always favor what is correct. If anything is correct, say it is correct. If something is wrong, protest. Alright, have the You ought to love your country, alright? You ought to respect your parents. Perfect. So let's do the negative of this. Alright? Ought not to. Let's do ought not to. So what is ought not to? That when you tell a person that if he doesn't do something or his actions are not correct, so you need to stop that person. This is also regarding moral obligations only. Alright, so this suggests that doing something, what does it say? It suggests that doing something will not be morally right. Alright, when we say someone that this is not correct what you're doing, so what can be the examples? You ought not to, we can oughtn't also. Alright, we can say O-U-G-H-T like this, oughtn't, but usually we write ought not to only. You ought not to ill-treat animals. There are few naughty boys, mischievous boys who throw stones on dogs, cats, and they have fun. They, purposely they throw stones and their badminton rackets on the trees to make the birds fly. So that is troubling them. Alright, that the house, the nest is the habitat that a bird builds with her great architectural skills in the tree, and when we disturb them, it is definitely wrong. It is not ethically correct. Alright, so we should not ill-treat, we ought not to ill-treat animals. Alright, next is need and needn't. Need and needn't. Alright, left hand side, right hand side. Yes, all is karma. You ought not to smoke. You usually for smoking, we force someone that you should not smoke. Alright. But morally smoking we cannot say anyone. We can suggest and we can advise. So for advice and suggestion we usually use should. Instead of ought not, we can use should. I have forgotten the number. So what is the function of should? Should say it gives advice or suggestion. So here we can say you should not smoke so much, you should go and show yourself to doctor, you should exercise, you should do yoga. Alright, all these, alright, you should not smoke so much. So this I can advise the people who are prone to smoking, they are smokeaholic, or the people who are alcoholic. We can suggest, we can advise, but we cannot force them. They have to stop, they have to force themselves. Alright? You should not be a night owl. Alright, you should complete your homework. Alright, you should not look at screens for longer durations. Alright, but that is what we are doing these days. You should eat more fruits, fruitism. Alright, so this was for should. Now let us move on to need and needn't. Need is necessity, needn't is lack of necessity. So let us write both of them together. Need and needn't. Alright, this is for necessity. Alright, and this is for lack of necessity. Alright, you need to wear sport shoes from tomorrow All right, as we are having our tournaments. All right, and needn't is lack of necessity. You needn't pay for the kit as it is free. Alright, so this is lack of necessity, right? You need to study for the best score. You need to improve your arguments rather than raising your voice. You need to be more confident about your business. Alright, perfect. So need is for necessity and needn't is lack of necessity. Alright, next is will. Will or shall we hardly use. Alright, so let us do, what is will? Will. Alright, will is used for promise or assurance. Alright, and in the same way, would is also used. Would is usually used for future with the things that have not taken place and we think that it would, so alright, so that is for I would do it in so and so place. I would speak German when I go to Germany. Yeah, and this is for determination also. Yes, the second is determination. Alright, so what will be? I will bring a toy car for you. So you are assuring a baby a toy car for you. I will work harder. I will work hard. I will score well. I will try to clear the UPSC. Have you seen, that UPSC? I will win the match. I will draw a portrait tomorrow. All right. I would appreciate if you would give. Yes. So that, these are usually used for conditionals. Conditionals we'll do separately. Alright, and have you gone through the UPSC? Yes, Ananya, yes, Miksha, Anubhav, all. UPSC results are out and now there are so many videos showing us about their interviews and the questions that were there. Go through that also, you feel really nice and it somehow motivates you that even you have to do something different from what the others are doing. Yes, Shruti Sharma, yes. And there is one another who the girl is blind and still she has managed. Alright, next is, the last one is, I think, we have done all of them. Dare and daren't is left. So let's quickly do that and then I have few sentences. So we'll run. Alright, so now is dare and daren't. Alright, so here you require courage. Alright, and here we can see lacks courage. Alright, I daren't go out in the dark. So this person lacks courage. Dare you speak rudely. So, this person is saying, do not show courage. Dare you show courage to speak rudely. He daren't fight in the war. You dare to touch it. Or dare not touch the crocodile. You daren't go near the crocodile. Yes, this was there, I think, in your last year book. Alright, so these were the modals. If anyone has numbered them, I think there must be 12 or 13 of them. Alright, so now is the exercise time and it is your time. Writing the fill in the blanks quickly, 5 at a time, so that we are able to do quickly. Alright, I have good lot of sentences for you. Alright, with blanks. Let us start. Your time now. Alright, yeah. So number 1. Doha, I hope everything is clear today. No blur screen or anything. Alright. So we ended with this and I'm starting with this only. Number second. Just a second, then you start because then it all goes. Yeah, you are writing, but wait. One more I'll write and then I'll see your answers. All right. Should we start? Have you all started? All right, you are writing. Yes. So first one is daren't, as I have come to know. Because it's prohibition, should and shouldn't are used for advice and suggestion. So that will not be correct, what I feel. Here I lack courage. I daren't go near the lizards. This is correct. Then I think Anubhav has written correctly. Yes, you mustn't. This is prohibition. The function is prohibition. So prohibition is for mustn't. Alright, dash, you give an apple to me from there. This is informal request. So yes, you all are writing correctly. Can, because this is informal, we say like this to our close ones and the people we are very frank with. Alright, then number 4, dash, bless you with the best. This is a wish. So this is may, we all know may is used for wishing. Yes, number 5, dash, you please help me in the kitchen. So this is a polite request. So this is could. And I think I should have put a question mark here and here too. Right? Then next is you dash to show affection to the old ones. This is a moral duty and it is or to. Very, very correct. Let us do 6 more and then you can have your lunch. Shall I rub this? Alright. All these topics are very, very important till class 11. Modals are used in 11th also. In class 12, we don't have grammar. We have all writing section. So you should be sure with all the grammar till class 11 because all this is used when we are doing our writing section. Let us start with the 7th one. Weak possibility. Assurance. as it is lunch time, so this is possibility, good possibility. Next, tournament. All right, so this is necessity. Lack of necessity. All right, and you show your teeth to the dentist today, and this is a suggestion. All right, suggestions, usually people are in a habit of giving and others are not habit of taking. Anyways, let's start. Let us start. Are you writing your answers? Yeah. All right. It dash rain if you feel so. Weak possibility. Very good. You all have written might, and that is correct. Assurance. I dash surely visit you. I, yes. Yes, Miksha. Yes, Anubhav. I will, because we are reassuring someone, and that is will. Mom dash be in the kitchen. As it is lunchtime, it is a good possibility. So mom may be in the kitchen. All right. You dash your cricket bats. You will, yes, you will need, because there is a necessity, you need them for the tournament. You dash bring your geometry box now. Lack of necessity, you needn't. All right. You needn't bring your geometry boxes now. So this is lack of necessity. And last one, you should. Yes. All right. Go through them. Go through all of them. I think may as a formal request. I have not given a sentence. So you should know may is used for formal request. And if anyone has a doubt, please write. And most of you are not commenting. It's only Anubhav and Ananya who give such good comments. You write so well, you both of you. There are few others also who give. Please like करो, comment करो, share करो, औरों को भी बोलो, देखें, दूसरे स्कूल के बच्चों को भी बोलो. All right? Take good care of yourself. Bye.